weird that we all said welcome to the Barrel Buddies.
Yeah, we should. Can we retake that? You can do welcome.
Welcome to the Barrel Buddies. I'm James.
I'm BJ.
And I'm Zach.
Hey!
And tonight,
I like that.
we take a little deviation. We take a little off the beaten path. We decided to take a trip over the Pacific Ocean to Japan.
To the Far East.
And we're going to drink a little Hibiki tonight.
Ooh, Hibiki Suntory.
Yeah, so for our friends out there, you can see that. We had a few requests of a lot. Actually, a lot of people were asking, like, hey, do you guys ever do Hibiki, Japanese whiskeys? And just based on the feedback, we were like, we can. Sure. And for those out there that don't know, Suntory Hibiki, made in Japan. And it's... I wouldn't say it's readily available. I would say...
It used to be, like, when it was right around, like, the $60, $70 mark.
Yeah,
I see like, one or two of them now and again. But.
Yeah.
I used to get it. Yeah, but it's hard to get now.
It is hard to get. I mean, you can find it. I would say once a month I sometimes see, like, a bottle or two out there sitting on the shelf.
And somebody buys it immediately.
I remember being able to get this at Costco just a couple of years ago. This was a Costco find.
Well, when it was $50 a bottle.
Yeah.
And now, unfortunately, you know, with the prices the way they are, it's what, 60? No. It's gone up to like 80.
80, yeah. I saw it at TW for 80.
$80. So that's the problem. So we always talk in the show about, like, value and worth, and is it worth your money, right? Because some people, you know, $100, under $100, that's their whiskey budget for, you know, every couple of weeks, maybe once a month, they only have, you know, that $100 to spend. So
yeah, we
try to talk to you guys about bottles that I would, personal opinion, in our opinion, that provide the best value for your money, right? So Hibiki at $50 and $60, totally a must buy,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Got to get it, put it in your collection. Hibiki at $70, yeah, it's getting there. Yeah. Hibiki at $80, and it's kind of like, I hesitate.
I disagree.
Only if you really...
Oh, wow. We got somebody disagreeing.
Only if you really like it, but maybe that'll change tonight after we have a taste.
Hibiki Suntory Harmony, which is what we have tonight for you. This is... I would pay up to $100 for this bottle.
No fucking way. Sorry. Yeah. I would never pay $100 for this bottle.
I would.
I'm telling you right now.
It's good.
It's not worth $100 in a million flipping years.
Well, we're going to get there.
So when we're
going to get there.
So when we found this one, I think it was at El Cerrito in California.
Shout out to El Cerrito Liquor.
So, El Cerrito Liquor.
El Cerrito, South Anaheim.
Yep, definitely the place for weird, obscure things that.
If you're in California, if you're in Anaheim, we do a little beer trip every couple months down there and hit up some of the liquor stores for some stuff we can't get in Vegas.
Yep.
And El Cerrito is the bomb diggity. So
it's great.
Number one.
Shout out to anyone that goes down to El Cerrito.
Tell us in the chat if you like El Cerrito. Let us know.
Yeah, and they're fairly well known for some of our West Coast viewers. So
we keep skirting. I'm like waiting.
I love it. It's great. That means I don't have to do the Freedom Funnel.
We get to the 10 viewers, then we get to Freedom Funnel. One of these Sapporos.
I'm watching that bar. So that bar at the bottom goes up and down based on concurrent viewers. Oh, yeah. If it stays down, I feel good.
Tell a friend. The moment we get to 10, James Freedom Funnels a Sapporo.
We are only like 10 minutes in, and we did start late, so perhaps.
Okay.
We'll get some more people in.
Crypto Kane out there says a couple weeks ago he got a bottle of Japanese Suntory Toki on sale for $25 in Orange County. What? But that's a great deal for $25. That's a steal, actually.
Oh, hell
yeah. Tell us if you cracked it open and if you liked it. Or not.
I love Toki. I think that Toki to me is not as good as Suntory, but Toki is a fantastic example. Excuse me, of the Hibiki. Excuse me, of the Hibiki. But the Toki is an excellent example of Japanese.
Shit, we're at 9.
Yeah.
Oh, we're at 10! There it is! Freedom Funnel, sir! Damn it. So for those that are just joining us... for those that are just joining us, we had like 2 to 4 viewers, and I said, I'll do a Freedom Funnel, which we normally do at the beginning of the show. But I said, I'm not going to do the Freedom Funnel until we get 10 people. And thankfully, we've been skirting it for the past 10 minutes we've been live.
Thankfully, we got to 10. I love it.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
So,
Pour that one at angle.
since we'll be drinking Hibiki tonight, we thought it was quite appropriate that we have some Sapporo.
We love Sapporo.
We love Sapporo.
Yes.
Shout out to our friends that drink Sapporo out there.
Cheers.
Japanese
Really clean.
beer, Japanese
And,
whiskey.
yeah, Japanese beer. And what's crazy, brewed and bottled by Sapporo Brewing Company in Ontario, Canada. So I think that's kind of bullshit.
All right.
What happened to Japanese Sapporo?
Well, the origins perhaps came from Japan. Now Canada.
I just don't know enough about this.
So did
I
they?
just
I
know
wonder if
Canada.
the Canadian company bought Sapporo.
Yeah, it says product of Canada. Look at
Oh,
that. I don't know
wow.
if our friends can see that.
Okay.
But it says product of Canada.
Well, I guess back in the day.
Well,
it
get
was-
Wow, I thought like Sapporo was legit Japanese.
Get to chugging. Come on.
I'm just trying to skirt.
Come on,
chugging
get
this.
in
So
there.
For those that can see, I gotta pour this all like.
Yeah. Yeah, angle it.
Yeah, I gotta angle it because it's got all this foam.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of foam in there.
Oh, don't worry. You can take that foam like a champ.
That's right.
So for those of you that don't know what the Freedom Funnel is, we highly recommend it. It is a... Why are you making...
Because I want to show like people are like, oh, is he actually pouring something
Oh, he's
in the bottle?
he's pouring. So the Freedom Funnel is an eagle that helps you shotgun a beer. So you pour a beer into the back of the eagle. It's nothing more American than that, and it helps you shotgun a beer. 3, 2, 1, go!
Shout out to our friends at Freedom Funnel. Go get your Freedom Funnel at the Freedom Funnel Instagram. Freedom Funnel. Freedom Funnel.
Go.
Here we go,
Eagles.
boys. Go Eagles.
Woo! Get that. Get that.
Sapporo through the freedom.
So pour it down your throat.
That's right.
Yeah!
That was under. That was what? 5, 6. That was under 10 seconds. Very good.
Dude, you can... This thing just... Look at this. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but...
Super
It
smooth.
just has this, like, hose... Like, this faucet at
That's
the
right.
end of
Yeah.
this.
So your mouth goes on the butt. It's very good.
It goes on the tail.
Oh, the tail. I am sorry.
That's the
And,
tail of
what
freedom
What?
right
Wait,
there.
hang on a second. You didn't even caw afterwards.
That tasted really good, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
I actually... I say if we can get to 20 people, one of you guys have to do it.
Yeah.
All
When
right.
we get to 20 concurrent viewers, we will shotgun another.
I'm down.
All right.
All right. So let's
All right, Zach will do it. Here we go.
So can we start pouring the Hibiki Suntory
Yes,
whiskey?
yes. Let's get to it. Yeah.
And while I pour, Zach, do you have a minute to look up a little background?
And then I'm going to back to the chat. Crypto Kane said, yeah, it was very light. He liked it. So that's the thing. So one thing about Japanese whiskeys that I feel as if I like to tell people like that are new to whiskeys, start with Japanese whiskeys because of that fact. They're very light, floral, grainy, grassy, herbal.
Floral is an excellent.
Yeah, they're just very approachable. They're not like, you don't drink it and you're like, oh my God, what is this like? You know, like some peaty scotch where it's like, liquid campfire. What am I drinking? Like,
Right.
the most of the Japanese whiskeys I think are very light. I mean, there's some exceptions out there. To any of our Kavalan fans that are, you know,
so good.
some Porto Sautern's barrel, like some crazy barrel aged whiskey. is
I
different.
love Kavalan. I love.
Yeah.
So do I, and I love
Amazing.
anything that's aged in a Sautern's.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's plenty of
on.
Porto, like
So
piped
good.
method, barrel aged, whatever.
That's great.
But majority of these Japanese whiskeys are just super light, super mellow, very easy drinking.
Super easy.
Just to give you guys some facts, so this is coming in at 43% alcohol, 86 proof,
Nice.
and this is a blend, Japanese blend, Hibiki.
I think it's
So-
48 years.
And as a reminder, then I'll bring up. We covered this in a few episodes ago, and I'll look to post the somewhere here. I'll post the card here to go back. But a blend just means that they're blending it out of several different barrels. So they're blending several different barrels to get a specific flavor profile that they say is the character of Hibiki Suntory.
And think about, go back to some of our bourbon episodes. Elijah Craig does this. Old Forester does this. Woodford Reserve does this. I mean, pretty much it's the standard to do that. Not only proof it down, but blend. Michael, happy birthday, Michael.
Happy
Welcome to the chat.
birthday,
Happy birthday,
Michael! Wait, I have a real birthday. Can we give a real birthday shout out?
We have a real birthday.
I mean,
So
not that your birthday's not real,
No,
Michael.
it's not. It's not his real birthday.
I know. But I'd like to give a shout out to the Whiskey Bear himself. Today is his actual birthday.
Wow.
Very nice.
So to Garrett Curry,
Woo!
happy birthday, my brother.
Happy
Birthday, bud. Happy birthday. So are we going to, like, jump into this or what?
I'd like to give it a little nose. We were talking a little bit about the nose. So
You want to hear a little bit about
Yeah,
Hibiki whiskey?
tell us a little story.
Actually, just I went to whiskeycentauri.com to get a little background on this guy.
Yeah.
So Centauri Whiskey Hibiki is the harmonious blend blessed with the riches of Japanese nature and craftsmanship.
Oh, fancy.
Very nice. So Kanzen, or complete, Hibiki whiskey is a harmonious blend of numerous malt and grain whiskeys, which are meticulously blended to create a full orchestra of flavors and aromas. Seductive, blossoming, and enigmatic. Hibiki whiskey celebrates an unrivaled art of blending, fine craftsmanship, and a fine sense of luxury from the House of Centauri.
So I automatically assume they need to make some, like, short anime video clip to that.
Oh, come on.
Kichi Centauri!
Where it's like some guy running through, like, the fermenting facility, and he, like jumps onto a barrel, and
it says Hibiki on his hand.
It is a montage of the sun rising, of all the different processing moments of the Hibiki, and then an older Japanese gentleman that comes up and says, "We do not make the best or good whiskey. We make the best whiskey."
Cheers, friends.
Cheers
to our barrel buddies and our barrel buddies out there.
And cheers to you.
So on the nose, very floral, sweet floral, herbal.
Yeah, get some orange.
Clover.
Little orange on it.
Orange. Totally. That's a great color.
Mandarin.
Yeah, a mandarin orange.
Like a
citrus. Just citrus. Like,
very citrusy, like a rindy.
Sweet.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
But
Jumping in here.
Remember, go left to right. Get the different coat. Get the different colors of the nose here. Mouth open, exactly.
James already jumped
Whoa,
in.
though.
Don't say anything. I haven't drank it.
Wow.
Just kidding.
So, but it's interesting. The flavor profile, I get a lot of flavors that I don't get on the smell. Those biff tannins are coming through.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of oak. I get biff tannins, barrel age.
Wow, that's like...
And for my wife out there, it's very smoky.
Smoky biff tannins.
You know,
for those that don't know about biff tannins, go check back to our wine episode a few episodes back. Biff tannins is our boy Biff tannins. Wow, no, this has turned super smoky.
You know what's interesting about it? I think like that
is a really interesting tasting.
Starts off floral, finishes very oaky. What do you think?
Grounded, yeah.
Yeah?
I get like pepper,
A lot of pepper.
leather, oak, floral, herbal, spicy, like just we're just throwing out words like, for you guys out there that are drinking it or ladies.
You really got to taste it to understand it.
Yeah, it's
complex.
It's different. It's complex. It's good. I mean, but we're going back to that price point, right? So I talk about, my big thing is that what's the best bang for your buck, right? That's what I'm big on. At $60 to $70, absolutely get this. At $80, I have a hard time. I'm going to let these guys give their opinion on the value.
Yeah. Well, this guy, I think I found for about $70, like I said, at El Cerrito. And that was, I never see Hibiki. I really don't. Like, I see it now and again at TW.
It's quasi hard to find. I would say it's a middle of the road, tough to find.
Well, I saw this just sitting in a corner, and I was like, oh, Hibiki, check it out. $70, totally worth it.
Yeah.
Saw it at Total Wine the other day. I was actually surprised to see it. There was only one box there. And, the price was, I think it was $80. So it's going up. It's kind of like Nika. Nika is the same way.
Yeah, then some of the Nika out there is, but so let's give it, do you think it's worth it at the current price point?
$80, I don't think I'd buy it at that, but 70 and under, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But I don't know, like it's an amazing whiskey.
Okay, Mr. Beach here, what's your verdict on this?
I'd pay up to $100 for this.
Okay. All right. Now, this is outside of our 1 to 10 rating on this, okay? So this is just value. Like, is it worth it?
Yeah. Would you buy it?
Would you buy it at that price point?
I think this has a really unique flavor profile.
It definitely does.
And I think it's definitely not something that you're going to pour out of your bar every single day, or that there's anything out there that you're going to pour out of your bar that's like it every day.
Oh, you do.
And so I really like it, and that's where I would say, because of how difficult it is to get, I'd pay up to $100 for this. So I like this. Let me ask you guys this. What's your first, do you remember your first Hibiki? Where did you first have this?
I had I know this answer. I had my first Hibiki at Hank's Steaks.
Nice.
At the Green Valley Ranch Casino in Las Vegas.
Great spot. Shout out to Hank.
Shout out to Hank's. These guys have a killer whiskey list. They
do.
All the Pappies, all the BTAC, all the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, and it was all reasonably priced.
That's where I really found out that I liked Basil Hayden's.
There you go.
Yeah, Basil Hayden's is good.
Because I asked my buddy, I was like, I said, I don't know much about bourbons. Tell me, give me something that I might like. Nothing like too far left, too far right. Nothing
right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle, like Goldilocks. Not too hot, not too cold. And he said Basil Hayden's, and I was like, I love this. So
yeah,
that's the whiskey choice of Wild Bill Cody.
But shout out to Hank's. They have a killer whiskey collection.
Green Valley Ranch.
Yeah.
How about you, Zach?
My first Hibiki was last night.
Wow!
Actually, I did a pre-taste just to see if I could understand it.
Good.
This guy's been sitting in the bar for a couple of years now, and I didn't really know what to do with it. I didn't want to open it by myself, and not enjoy it with friends.
Thanks for opening it up tonight. Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers, that. My first Hibiki came, so as some of you have,
Anyway.
as some of you know, we all worked in the hotel industry, or still do in some cases.
That is correct.
And when I was working at a very prolific hotel here in Las Vegas, I worked with an excellent casino host, Dan Tanaka. Cheers to Dan Tanaka.
Dan Tanaka, if you're still out there, bud. Cheers.
And Dan brought me a bottle of Hibiki as a thank you and said, I don't know, is this any good? And I'm like, yeah, I think that's pretty good. And he brought me that, and I went through it in about a week.
Wow, impressive.
It was so good. Yeah, it was so good. And so that's when I had, and that had to have been like, I don't know, 8 years ago.
That's great.
That's an awesome present. Shoot.
It was a great present.
I love it.
So let's get to rating.
I still need a little bit of time. So Zach, or you, if you guys, one of you guys are ready, go for it. I'm still thinking, and as you all know, I'm super hyper critical of all my ratings, so I'll let these guys go first.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you my rating on it. I'd love to jump in and go on this.
Please do.
So I'm going to give this an 8.5, 8.5 out of 10. Again, I think it's very unique. For those of you that have never had it but are thinking about it and you're wondering, hey, is it worth the price point if you find it? I'm going to tell you, if you find it and you can buy it, buy it. Under $100, anything under $100, I say get it. To me, think of a Jack Daniels. I think it's got that peanut whiskey. Just add sweetness and floral and a little complexity, and I think that's what Hibiki is to me. So I think it's an excellent daily drinker, but it's obviously so difficult to find. You would pull it out for a special occasion. But it drinks like a daily drinker. I mean, it doesn't drink like something extra special. I think this is the kind of thing you could come home and pour yourself for a job well done on a Friday.
Yeah, so I want to say this, and I'm not going to get to my rating. I'm going to let you go next. But I just had like kind of my last sip of it, and my mouth is really like had a couple sips, so I'm acclimated, right? So what I want to tell everybody out there is our best recommendation, it's called the 3-sip rule. Don't judge anything that you drink until you've had at least 3 sips, because there's 3 things I'm going to tell you guys. Number 1, your taste buds are shocked. Whenever you drink something for the first time, it's like, OMG, what did you just put in my mouth? That's what she said.
That's the ethanol. The ethanol, right?
That you get that ethanol alcoholic heat. You need to just, sometimes your gag reflexes could kick in, or
That's
you're
what
just
she said.
that too.
That's what she said.
But sometimes you're just like, what the F is this? Second sip, boom, you're gonna get the flavor, you're gonna get the taste, you're gonna get all those complex. Your mouth is starting to get coated with that, like the different like flavors that are in the whiskey, and then your third flavor, your third sip is really where you're getting like that's what it truly tastes like. Your taste buds have acclimated. Your mouth already has some of it in there. You're judging and pulling some of those flavor associations out of the air, and you're like, okay, that third sip is where you're really able to judge.
Yeah.
Don't take one sip and say, oh, this is dog shit, and then you're like, never drink it again. Don't do that.
No.
Give it the 3-sip rule. We live by it. We tell all of our friends to live by it. Do it with anything you drink. If it's beer, whiskey, bourbon, scotch, whatever, give it the 3-sip rule. Even though it's something terrible. I can't tell you how many times I've had awful peated whiskeys. I'm just not a fan. I know we got some big peat fans out there. I hate peat. And I've given like Lagavulin and some of the Lagavulin aged shit.
Blasphemy! This is blasphemy!
Numerous attempts of tasting it.
Did you give it 3 sips, though?
I gave it 3 sips, and I still wanted to just throw my glass against the wall
Lagavulin's
and
tough.
punch myself in the face for
Tough.
drinking it.
It's a very acquired taste.
It is an acquired taste.
Okay, so we have to have a Lagavulin.
Listen, no, I am Mr. Pastry Stout. No. Listen, shut the F up.
You've angered him.
I'm Mr. Sweet Guy, creme brulee, sugar, caramel, desserts. Give me a whiskey that's like basically a dessert wine, and I'm settled. I'll go over that in my rating. But like, I'm the guy that wants stuff sweet. If it's a pastry stout, if it's a pastry IPA, whatever you want to call it, IPA.
Zach, what's your rating?
Listen, sweets. Anyways, we're going on to
But
this.
I actually kind of wanted to
bounce off
of what you were saying. I think that's why a lot of people do shots. You know, when they do shots, they're like, "Oh, that was fucking gross," right? Or like Three Wise Men. They really, just like they try and like put all these. They say, okay, so say you're at the bar, right? You say, hey, we're going to do wild turkey shots, and everyone goes, oh no, right? But you might actually like the wild turkey if you gave it the 3 sips.
I honestly wouldn't shoot wild turkey. I'd sip wild turkey.
Right, exactly. And the people that don't understand it, they're like,
was that Master's Keep?
Oh, any Master's Keep?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're not going to be shooting Master's Keep, but anyway.
Exactly, if you can actually find that at a bar.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But, I just wanted to say that.
All right, so let's go to your Hibiki rating.
So, Hibiki.
1 to 10. 0 to 10.
1 to 10.
0 to 10.
0 to 10. Oh.
And it could be like a 0.1, like Screwball, and you could really hate it.
I will definitely not compare this to Screwball. But, Hibiki, I enjoy it. I really like it. It's got a woody taste. It's very floral. It's very orangey. It's really unlike anything else that I've ever really drank. Any other whiskey that I've ever really had. It's very light, very easy to get into. Last night I was like, when I had it for the first time, I said, wow, this magical thing's been sitting in a box for 2 years in my bar. And, this is the night to open it.
Yeah, you can tell because this cork's got a little rot on it.
Ooh, well.
That's all right.
That means
That's
we need a
little cork rot.
That means you need to drink it faster.
But, I enjoyed it. I really like it. I'm going to give it a 9.
Wow, a 9 out of 10?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what did you give it?
8.5.
An 8.5 and a 9.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I could sip this every day. I would sip this every day. This is something I will not cut.
We don't drink things we don't like.
So, sorry, J-Bob or Jabob, I don't know how I'm pronouncing it here. He goes, do you guys post what you're drinking ahead of the live stream so we can drink along? That's such a good idea.
I think we thought about this.
We did think about it,
and then
but
forgot about it.
We never do that.
Let's do this.
We're going to start doing that.
Yes.
We should pick it.
We should pick it the day before.
Let's pick it tonight.
Like what we're going to do next week?
Yeah.
That's really putting us on the spot. I don't know what we're going to do next week.
Put it in the chat. If you got a recommendation for us to drink.
Yeah,
tonight.
what do you want us to drink?
If you have a whiskey or a bourbon or a scotch, throw it in the chat. We'll drink it next week.
Thank you, Jay.
But yeah, here's what I'd like to do. I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
Before the end of every show, we'll tell you guys what we're going to drink next week.
Yep.
Which is really out of our comfort zone.
It's a lot of planning.
That's a lot of
That's a lot of planning. That's okay. Well,
I
we're good planners.
I already got the pick. Unless they offer something really good.
Can I go through my rating?
Peppermint
and
schnapps.
I'm sorry, we've run over you.
Yeah, yes.
We've run over you. Please give us. I'm curious to know what you know about this, or what you think. I'm sorry, what you think about this.
All right. Crypto Kane says something sweet. He's got a sweet tooth too. Thank you. I need a shout out to my sweet tooth folks out there.
What I've got is sweet.
It sounds like you guys are sweet on each other.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, this is super smoky in my opinion after I've had a couple sips. I'm not a big smoky fan. I'm not a peat. That peat smokiness, not a fan of it. What's that?
I said, that's your table, so you can put your thing down. It looked like you were having issues.
No, I'm not having issues. Everything's good, man.
Zach, you want some nuts?
I'm good. Actually, I have mushrooms. We can,
They're just distracting me from my...
would you like a
one
mushroom?
for each.
I would love, thank you.
Get this shit.
Would you like a mushroom?
Actually, yeah, I do like one. All right.
Excellent.
Zach made stuffed mushrooms tonight. They're delicious.
So good. He baked them in the oven and everything.
Yeah, he's a little Susie homemaker.
Really over the top. As we're all chewing and like just people are watching us.
Watch us chew. Yum, yum, yum.
You're like, I want to hear James.
Sorry. All right.
You're like, I want to hear the recipe for Zach's baked mushrooms.
We'll put it on our website.
I was just going to say, I want to hear the recipe because, were those homemade or did you buy them frozen?
No, I bought them. Or, no, I made them.
You made them? Oh,
I bought the ingredients and then I made them.
Okay.
Now I'm dying to know. What do you think about this?
Can I get to my rating and then we can talk about his mushrooms?
Yeah.
Okay, where are the nuts at?
Nice.
Hang on a second. Perfect. Okay. I'm glad that I'm in reach of the nuts now. I was really concerned about that a lot.
Okay. Sorry, I'm chewing. Okay. Hibiki. Smoky, light, floral, citrusy, mellow, easy drinking, complex, good flavor. At $50, would I buy it? Yes. At $60, would I buy it? Yes. At $70? At $80? No. Right now, if you went out there to buy it, unfortunately with our whiskey taxation, most tariffs on whiskey are about 20% higher than the prices you're used to 6 months ago. So Hibiki pretty much runs standard $80 if you can find it. At that price point, I will not buy it. My rating...
Out of principle or just out of like...
It's not worth $80.
Okay.
It's not, in my opinion, personal opinion. As I'm getting like scoffs over here and fucking fuck yous over here. I, out of 0 to 10, give it a 6.9.
Woo! That's fine.
6.9.
What makes you so afraid of the 7?
I just like 6.9. I like
he doesn't like the smoky flavor. That's why.
No, it's not that I don't like the smoky flavor. It's not worth $80. Like,
so you think it's overpriced, basically? Overpriced, and
listen,
you don't like smoky.
I'll get you a Lagavulin, or we'll go buy a bottle of some peated whiskey for $50, and it tastes better than this, in my opinion.
I mean, I'm not going to lie that I like Lagavulin better than this.
It's cheaper than Hibiki right now.
I agree, but Hibiki, listen, you drink Hibiki to feel important.
I don't think so. I don't know where you got that from. Maybe you watched too many Suntory commercials.
We could do a side-by-side and do that, too. Could be a side-by-side, a peat whiskey, or... Yeah,
we're looking at the chat because the laptop is way far away from us.
You have bad eyes.
I do.
That's why you have old eyes.
Well,
any chat questions? Any of you guys got whiskey questions? Throw them out there. This is kind of like open forum now. So I gave my rating 6.9. What did you give it, Zach?
I gave it a 9. I really like it.
Wow.
8.5.
I don't know. I really like it.
That's good, though. Listen, that just goes to show you big, vast, what you like in the cabinet, and that's okay. Like whiskey is like wine. We've said this a million times. drink what you like. If you like SoCo, drink SoCo. I'm not going to be mad at it.
Terrible.
Hang on a second. Let me ask for a second. During the shot show, what was the lemon drink again?
I don't want to talk about the shot
lemon
show.
rum chata?
No.
The one that curdled when we poured
the one that James really hit. No, it wasn't the shot show. I'm sorry. It was the mystery bottle show.
Mystery bottle show.
Oh, you mean slow and low rock and roll?
Slow and low rock and roll.
It's so good. Get it.
I thought about that the other day when I was at Total Wine. I saw it on the shelf and I was like, that's that dog shit that fucking BJ brought.
It's good.
What are you like?
And then I saw the price. It was like $14.99. I was like, no fucking wonder. No fucking wonder he brought it. He brought some $15 pile of dog shit to the show. And then he raved about it.
I'm going to tell you.
Guys, this is so good at $15.
Where did you find Slow and Low for $15?
Listen, people out there, this is the dog shit you buy in a little can at the fucking checkout counter at the 7-Eleven.
No!
It's a Slow and Low. It's a
delicious.
black and white can.
Delicious.
And it's the worst thing ever. It tastes
Delicious.
like black licorice hell.
No.
And nobody wants to drink it. It's purely a mixer that's drink for effect.
No, it's not a mixer.
You do not drink
Pour
this
it out
straight
of the
up.
bottle.
It was actually
Pour it out of the bottle into a pile of jungle juice.
It kind of tasted like a warhead-ish.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's terrible.
You guys
it was very lemony, and I was like,
Slow and Low, terrible. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Slow and Low came to us and they're like, "Hey, the Barrel Buddies, we're gonna like sponsor you guys,"
I'd be like, yes.
No,
you would say yes.
we
You're
would
like,
never
sponsor?
sponsor Slow and Low.
Oh,
If they
come
gave
on.
you free things,
No, I don't care if they drove a Ferrari labeled Slow and Low, all like a skin that says Slow on the side. Each of you get one? Nope.
No respect.
like Mark Slow
I get
off of the
no
sponsor.
respect on this show.
Barrel Buddies will not sell out.
Hey, speaking of
I
sponsors,
was
we do
planning on
need to
selling out.
shout out to our sponsors.
Yes, we do.
We have a couple of sponsors, and we'd like to take a moment to shout out to our sponsors.
Go for it.
Is it Castillo?
Oh, Castillo Funeral Home.
Castillo Funeral Homes.
They put the fun in funeral.
Because all men are cremated equal. So thank you, Castillo.
John
Funeral
Castillo,
Homes.
if you're out there, cheers, bud.
And where are they located?
Toledo, Ohio.
For those of you in the Toledo, Ohio area, please make sure that you visit Castillo Funeral Homes for your final planning. I'd also like to give a shout out to Marksman Security Services, also sponsoring us.
Thank you, Marksman.
Thank you,
Marksman.
Marksman. To those in the Marksman category, we love you. Do we have any others?
Not
No
yet.
responses right now, but I'm going to take this Blanton's because I just taste nothing but Hibiki shit in my mouth right now.
James,
Not a
fan.
Hibiki fan.
I'm going to get some...
I think it's the.
And of course,
it's
Chico's bail
it's
bonds.
the smoke. You don't.
For those crazy nights when you need a friend, Chico's bail bonds.
Chico.
Cheers, Chico. Show, we'll see.
We'll see. This has been the Barrel Buddies reviewing Hibiki.
Friends,
Hibiki.
There's
Wait,
the
how many
Hibiki.
viewers do we have?
we have
9.
plenty.
9. Okay.
We never made it to that 20.
We never made it to
I was gonna
20,
say,
but
are we
that's
gonna free the fun away?
Listen, thank you all for joining us live, but we try to like throw these shows out there,
Yep.
and then people watch them throughout the week. We're doing great. 12 was the high, and that's
was.
fine. We're okay with that.
12 was not bad.
We got great viewership. We got great subscribers.
We'll get a
if you're
ton of
not
viewership for the
subscribed,
week.
please subscribe.
Hit the
For our
bell.
friends, hit the bell. For our friends that are from Greg Manarino's channel, thanks for joining us. You lions out there, thank you.
If you liked the show tonight, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down.
Wow, Alec,
And let us know.
buddy, how you doing, bud? How's it going, Alec?
You know Alan?
Alec's a good man.
We
He's the
haven't
man.
seen one you
Cheers
no
to
one you
Alec.
know.
Cheers, Alec. We're gonna do a cheers. We're just wrapping up, but we'll cheers to you, bud.
I haven't seen no one you know.
Yeah, where is no one?
He's
you know
normally-
tonight?
Oh wow, we just called out. He's like pretty much our #1 fan.
He is our #1 fan.
He wasn't on tonight. No one you know. Shout out if you watch the show later that we called you out and you weren't here.
Yeah,
So
right. Very good
Next
questions.
week.
Good
Next week. Join us Thursday, bud.
We were going to announce the whiskey for next week. I've got it, and it's sweet.
What do you got?
Next week, join us while we enjoy a special gift from one of our sponsors.
Oh.
Jack Daniel Old Number 27 Gold. Aged in maple bourbon barrels.
Very nice.
And we will be pairing it up against one of my, and these guys don't know this, one of my Jack Daniel's Heritage barrels.
Oh! So Heritage versus Old Number 27.
Kind of know the clear winner, but it's going to be a fun show.
You don't know.
Well, you'll be able to tell the difference.
You don't know.
You know. So
the Heritage barrel is going to be good. I've had it. It's insane.
Look it up. So Jack Daniel's Heritage barrel and then Jack Daniel's 27 and maple barrels. We're going to do a little side-by-side next week. That's going to be a great show. Join us next Thursday. Please subscribe. You'll be notified when we're live.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Cheers, barrel buddies.
You were awesome as usual. Cheers, friends.
Love you guys.